Grand risings, grand risings, grand risings. Thank God for another day. No complaining, no crying. This is another episode of Dad Chat TV. I tell you, I'm going to keep coming with them, keep coming with them. You're going to see me by myself a lot. You're going to see me with people a lot. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how we go. So I'm just going to be doing some direct interviews with just the camera on certain people when I hit the streets. You know what I mean? It's Dad Chat TV. And, I'm Papa Stretch. You know, we were reporting live from South Jamaica, Queens, the Merrick District, the Merrick Boulevard District to be exact. Yeah, we got another one. We got another one. As y'all always know, there's always mess. Always mess. We ain't gonna act like it isn't. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, today we got another episode. It's my boy Town. We family. I know him since he probably was, I don't know, 8, 7, something like that. I mean, he's around my brother age, and my brother originally from, because they the same age. But we all grew up on the exact same street. So when I came over here, if I was 10, my brother is 3 years younger. He's probably like a year older. He's probably about 7 or 8. You know what I mean? We grown at this point. You know what I'm saying? We 30-some-year-old men. So you know.
Thanks.
But we here. You know what I mean? He's a father of 4 wonderful kids. You know what I'm saying? He's a father like myself. You know, done a lot of good, but you know, got some things wrong. As I tell ya, I'm on here trying to learn like everybody else, bro. This podcast and this is a 2-street highway. You know what I'm saying? As much advice and information I'm going to try to give and platform to let followers get theirs out. I'm taking in information. All the comments, the people that's going to come up, I'm going to be learning too. You understand? Because I've done 1,000 things wrong when it comes to this fatherhood stuff. Like we all have. From the rich to the poor, to the white, to the black, Spanish, this circumstance of life, that circumstance of life. None of it is different. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, yeah, we got another one today. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about different things. You know what I'm saying? One of the topics, we're going to get too deep in it, but you know what I mean? If you don't mind, part of it going to pertain to him and, you know, somebody else you know, several other people that I know personally, which we have in common. Oh, I gotta shout out my sponsors. Let me not forget. Sorry. Dad Chat TV. I'm out of line. Gotta shout out Clean with Envy. You understand? If you're in the Lebanon, Greater New Hanover area, you need your office or your business clean, contact. I'll let you know how to link up. Also, Polished by Pretty. You can't forget that. You understand what I'm saying? Big sis for all you girls want them high-end nails, the best quality, no faking and frauding, and for great prices. Contact her. Polished by Pretty. She's on on YouTube and Instagram and all that. You'll find her. You know. But also, you know, sometimes these joints cut towards the end of them real quick because I still got to catch up with the time and how long it record, and you know I get into my groove of doing things. You know what I'm saying? So, pardon me on that. We're gonna start ending a little better, a little more professional. But yeah, we're gonna talk about today with fatherhood pertaining women without clearing the father's permission or thinking it's just okay for whatever their reasons to just uproot and move your children out of state. You understand? I know a lot of people that dealt with that problem right there. A lot of women think that you could just move your kids and go anywhere, this, that, and third, and the father gotta, no matter where you go, he gotta spend $1 million a year just to have 10 trips to be able to spend time with his kids. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't work like that. I want a lot of you guys to know, don't let no woman tell you it works like that. You all have rights. You go to the court. Trust me, I'm telling you. The judge will tell you that they don't just have a right just to take your kids out. But what happens is, as I said in one of my previous videos, guys, we don't having enough energy or care to want to go to courts or figure it out, or they do have enough care and concern, but they might be scared because, you know, we grew up learning and thinking that the court system, all that is just so scary and dealing with them, and nobody wants the hassle of going here and all that. So, I mean, you know, it'd be like that. Where's the extra? So, you know what I mean? Pardon me for 1 second, Joe. Yeah, I told you, raw and uncut, man. You know what I mean? I don't got no editor or nothing. That don't stop the message or you know what I'm saying? Never let the messenger or the presentation mess up the message. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's a hurtful thing, man. It's a hurtful thing. It's hard. It's hard. Trust me. I got a lot of close friends who kids live out of state, you know what I mean? And it's not easy for them, you know? Even kids, people don't live in a house with their kids every day. When you're in a close proximity, it's easy for the father still to see his kids daily. When the time he's supposed to, if his visitation rights, and if he just on regular random days want to spend extra time, you know what I mean? He might want to just pop up on him after school because he got 2 hours before work, or you know what I mean? Just living in certain neighborhoods where the kid is at. You know what I mean? You can have easier access. But a lot of times these women don't think about it. They're thinking about their own money, their own love, their own resources, their own happiness or instant gratification, things of that nature. You know what I mean? That's all that it ever boils down to. You know, so I personally think it's wrong, and I say also again, ladies, if the man was to just take the kids and uproot and move him without the woman knowing permission, or he's trying to explain it and work it out so it can benefit both for as best as possible, it's the same thing. But this is fatherhood type of situation. This is Dad Chat TV, so we speaking on our behalf. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's your opinion on it? Tell me, how has it been difficult for you knowing that? You know.
Yeah, it really has been, man. It it's been a little minute since I seen my first one, my first son. Um, right now, going through court situations trying to get them back out here because she did flee with my son to Georgia. You know, it's wrong. I have visitation rights of my own with him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just unfair to us men when we've been putting in the work.
You see, you know what I mean, and this is the things that I try to explain to y'all on this platform for all my supporters that's out there listening and watching. You know, it don't be easy. You know what I'm saying, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Like I told you, I've seen the strongest and the toughest men cry because they can't get that phone call. They can't get them just random moments of seeing their kids, or the woman is making it difficult. She's playing games, or she want to threaten, or she want to throw in your face somebody else is around, or all these things. And instead of a lot of women saying, hey, I don't want to be with you, I don't got to be with you, you don't want to be with me, let me still try to work things out. If a man is just being difficult and all that, then go to court, do all that. But in my experience, a lot of men don't really be on that time. It's just women want that control. Not all, but a lot of them want that control. They want to be able to make him move when they want. They'll tell the courts, oh, this guy's a danger and da-da-da-da-da. When they need that free time to move on and go on dates, and then you can all of a sudden be a dad. Hey, go get your kid Friday now, or what? And then you say, well, I don't know. Ah, see, I knew you was a deadbeat. Da 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 da. Hold up, you can't just slow down my life. They forget that we still have lives too. We still got to figure out bills. We still got to figure out how to keep our world going. They try to fake manipulate us and make us think that, oh, our life, if we don't make every single decision we make is just for the kids, then we're living bad. No. I'm not saying the women don't do the same thing when the kids are in the house or they living with them. But respectfully, as it's been before the beginning of time, that just happens by proxy. Like, what can we do about that situation? 8 out of 10 times, usually the judge is going to let the kids go with the mother. I've heard situations with myself and other people say, hey, ask someone, let me get the kids. First thing she says no, because she won't receive no money. She won't receive benefits. She won't receive any of the good things. She wants the kid full time, but want to be able to tell you when you can get them, but give me all I need. It doesn't work like that. When two people have a kid, unless one parent is completely out with no right or is 100% reckless and negligent, no. It goes both ways. As a man, you shouldn't just be able to make a decision with this kid without talking over with the mother. I don't care if you like it or not, and vice versa. But women don't think that. They think because a kid live with them so most of the time, because the way it just sets up, and they want it that way, and they ask for it so they can get what they need. But yet, you got to still do 100% what I want you to do for the kid. It doesn't work like that. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? And they don't talk to the guys about how they feel about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to just walk around. You know, you got to have a smile on your face, which is nothing wrong with that. You should, no matter what's going on in life. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, What about the guys who want to be able to express and say, yo, this drink make me feel like crap, man. This drink making me feel sad inside. Like, I just want to break down. Like, I just want to hit a wall. You know what I'm saying? I just want to cry until my eyes fall out because it's like, damn, I just want to be with my kid. I know I can't have it full time, but damn, don't put me between this rock and this hard place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it easy for us to be able to co-parent this kid. And a lot of women be difficult just to be difficult, whether they're jealous, whether they're angry, they're bitter, or they just on a power trip, you know? And that's my experience of seeing it, and it's messed up because what happens, the kid gets less of a father, and then some fathers sometimes, and I'm not saying it's right because I personally would give my kids in less certain circumstances, but sometimes you can't blame a human being, let alone if he's a man or not, for trying to fight for a long time, and after a while, it's like, man, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, nobody wants to fight forever. Because you'll never heal at any point, you understand? But it's not never about the guy. Just, oh, well, what you being emotional about? Oh, you being a girl about it? Or you being a bee about it? Or now there's a new word. Or now you're sassy. Or now you're just shit. Bro, they don't ask them, man, yo, how did this make you feel? You understand what I'm saying? Is it okay if I take this kid out of place? Because I have a better opportunity of this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da-da. Most of them don't do that. Oh, I'm taking your kid and I'm going here and da-da-da-da-da-da. The moment you say something, it's curse you out, disrespect. Then what? I understand. I'm never going to we never giving no passes and saying he's supposed to go do anything to no woman. But they don't understand the level of pain that comes upon a man when it comes to his kids, and it can make him rageful. You understand? It's always okay to say that the bee stung me, but nobody's gonna never say, well then why did you poke the damn beehive? Whatever happens to that? You understand what I'm saying? Some things happen unprovoked in life. This is true. What about the things when the people provoke? And once again, as I teach my children, just because someone says something outside of touching you, don't give you the right to touch it. But what happens when enough becomes enough? Where do we go to talk about when enough becomes enough? That's the question, in my opinion. So, it's like, let me ask you this. Outside of knowing it's wrong and probably upset, like, just be real about it. Just knowing that your child is in another place and it's outside of your power at the very moment. I mean, you could do something, but at the very moment, like, how does it make you feel as a parent?
Made me feel angry, man. It's been a little minute. He was 3 last time I had seen him. So, going through the course and now just finding out since then that she moved to Georgia, it's like, now I gotta go through these court situations. Like I said, I don't like going through court situations. I don't like being in court.
So you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, bro, like I tell you, like I'm gonna tell myself, because I gotta be going through a situation too. You know what I'm saying? Soon. I just gotta do it, because unfortunately, it's the only way for us to have a chance and be able to have rights over these children. You understand what I'm saying? Because if nothing else, forget the woman part of it, the kids need to know. Even if they later on in life go look, remember, everything in court has a paper trail. You understand? Right. So the kids need to at least be able to go see and say, damn, Daddy, I got the paper. I see the paper trail. Like, Daddy showed the court this time. He did this. He put in a foul. He filed for this motion or this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? When the kid sees the paper trail, the kid knows Daddy showed up. I'm pretty sure it was difficult, but he showed up. And that's what we got to do, fellas. We got to do it. No matter how hard it is, how difficult it is, and how stressful it is, trust me, I know. And if you have like some people, you know what I'm saying, not all, but some of the fellas in life, who have happily been through the system criminally, and then a lot of times being in front of the judge, it can get stressful just dealing with them people again. Even if it is something as important as fighting for your kids, but it has to happen. Here on Dad Chat TV, it's the only way we're going to get better, fellas. It's the only way we're going to get a fair chance at being with our children. It's the only way we're going to get a fair chance of having some say-so over our children. You understand what I'm saying? It's the only way we're going to have a fair chance at allowing our kids to know, like, yo, I got you. I know I wasn't able to make it happen to be in a house with you all day like some kids get, But I need you to see all this and know, like, listen, I never gave up. You understand? It's important. Mothers, it's always taught, mama gonna be there, mama gonna be there. It's taught they always got the upper hand in a sense. And I don't care about having an upper hand. They can have that because they're connected to these babies physically, and we're not at some point. So that's fine. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to promote or help everybody come with the breakdown of the father and son or father and daughter relationship. That's what we're not doing. Over here on Dad Chat TV, we're here to promote it. You understand what I'm saying? We're here to get it stronger. Like I told you, for the fathers who are good and been there 100% and done everything right, there's still some things they've done wrong that they probably can pick up on one of these episodes and say, dang, I know I wasn't that good in this. I was there every day. I did all the homework, paid for everything. But maybe my temperament was the best, which that's going to be one of them, the episodes. Maybe my interaction with their mom, or maybe with this or that, or maybe this wasn't as good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just for the fathers who ain't done the best or the worst or want to do better because they haven't been there as much. It's for the fathers who've been there 100% every day and still feel I can be better as a father in this way, because it never ends. Wherever you a father at somewhere in this world, if you're out there watching right now, whatever age you're being a father to your kid, guess what? The next year is another chapter you haven't experienced yet. And that's what we got to understand. If you got your kids to 35 and they're successful and married, everything is kosher and everything's good, that's fine. That's a wonderful thing. You've been there all their life. Some people say, well, that's a great father. No, Jesus is God is the only great father. Let's get that clear. That's a very, very, very good father. But he hasn't experienced being a father to a 39-year-old yet. So far to 35, he's done everything right. We don't know how he'll handle a situation that comes when that child is 39, which means everybody has a chance and opportunity to grow as a father. I need everybody out there watching. No matter who you're speaking to, no matter if they've done more for their kid than you or whatever, we ain't doing that judging unless it's righteous over here. You understand? Y'all know over here at Dad Chat TV, please like, please subscribe, please comment, good or bad. We just need your feeding and input. This is a highway of information that we're trying to get out here for these fellas. Y'all know how I say, I'm trying to figure out with y'all and how to help y'all navigate through these waters, man, because they're treacherous. And it could be cold in this wintertime. So with that being said, okay, it's like, what you think your next step would be to try to fix that, or to try to, you know what I mean? I mean, make it possible better. I don't know how to fix it because I don't got all, you know what I'm saying? I don't know all the ins and outs and all the procedures and all the, you know what I'm saying? But for yourself, in your opinion, what do you think your next step should be? Or if you was giving advice to the public out there as they watching and they was in the same situation, even if there's only one person out of a million people, what you think your step would be, and maybe that'll help him realize what his step gonna be.
Just keep driving, man. Just keep doing what you've been doing, you know. Work on yourself at that time, you know, even though you're still going through the court situations.
That's another thing, fellas. I'm glad he said that. This is never scripted on my kid's life. We gotta get ourselves together. Because when you show up in the courts, the first thing they want to see is what is it that you have in order to be a father or have custody in their eyes. And I'm going to say this for the whole public and everybody out there watching. What the courts say it takes to be a father or a parent is not what it truly takes. That's just on the financial end of having physical custody and their standard that's been created on paper. Let's get it clear. But to even compete in that world, which we still should be able to, fellas, gotta work hard. Gotta save our money. Gotta put our money in the right places and invest. Put money, I'm not sure, I gotta ask my aunt, but I think it's a 509 when you go to the bank. Put money, aside for them for college. We gotta make sure we pay our bills on time, our rent, our electricity bill, our gas, whatever it is, if you own or rent. Make sure these kids have somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure they have something. If you the guys out there that's a little more successful in life, on that spectrum of life, then you got to make sure that you got your time schedule right, because the things they use against the successful people who has a lot more money and things and not having to worry about paying for this, that, and the third. First thing they tell you is, oh, your time, or he ain't got no time, Your Honor, or he did this, that, and third. So schedule your things out right, man. Schedule your time out right to go in there and say, Your Honor, yes, I work a lot of hours. I'm a busy man, successful, da 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 da. But I got these times set out. After that, my people, my sister, my nanny, whoever's gonna hold it down. After that, I'm done with work and I'll be able to do this. We gotta go in there with our ducks in order, man. It's not about winning over her, although some of them think about winning over you. But it's not about that. That's small fries. That's petty. We're going in there trying to give the truth and also get our things in order to have the best possible outcome just to be in these kids' lives, fellas. That's what it's about. This ain't about bashing no women. They play a role in it and a part of it. But it's also about how we going to get better for our children and how we going to get better for other young men to help them be fathers and give them proper information and point them in the right direction instead of crashing their head. That's what it's for. So we ain't in there trying to win in court. We ain't in there trying to, Your Honor, this, that. I want to be part of my kid's life. I don't want to take them from the mother. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be there fairly. I don't want to have to be told what I got to do with my child, what I got to feed my child, or what I can do and where I can't bring him or her, or none of the above. We got to stop letting that happen. Too many times and dudes, now your kids, the woman got all rights, and you don't want to show up, or you don't want to get your ducks in order, and now you just paying money for a woman to tell you what you can do with the kid. Come on, man. It can't be like that. It ain't about no, for them, if it's a power thing, I can't speak on their behalf. But if it is, then that's their cross to bear with. You understand what I'm saying? For us fellas, it's about, as men, we have control over our crib and our car and a lot of things. But yeah, a lot of us men out there ain't got no say-so in our children's world. Partly due to the mother and partly due to our own selves. You know what I mean? Mr. Accountability, as I tell y'all, So next thing I want to ask you is, how you think it affects your other children, being that they don't get to see their sibling as much or however long it's been, you know what I mean? Cause that's an important part too, y'all out there. Remember, the kids suffer too. It ain't just the parents. He feel a lot too. Imagine how the children feel. So, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, they already know about each other and all that, but having them together and shit like that, it will feel much better.
You think they feel like, dang, sometimes maybe just assuming, because, kids don't talk, express themselves like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? You assume, sometimes maybe they think and feel like, dang, like, where's my brother at? You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I know I ain't seen him in a while, or dang, I miss him. I know I got another brother, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hopefully they thinking that.
Yeah. Tricky situation, man. Tricky situation, man. Foul situation, Like I said, foul situation. My kid's mother's playing time, you know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past tomorrow if she had the opportunity to take him to Timbuktu. And I'd be in the same situation, you know what I'm saying? God forbid. And I don't know how I would deal with it right now at the very moment. I'll try to figure out a game plan. But in present day, it'd be like, probably feel like getting hit by a train or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Caught my lane. They probably feel like getting hit by a train and they're like, yeah, we living in Seattle right now. Like, what you mean y'all living in Seattle? I don't know, man. I don't know. Soon we gonna deal with this topic of a lot more times, because I'm gonna bring other people up here that I know going on. We're gonna get a lot of different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's dealing with it in different ways and different circumstances around it. No one clear case is the same. It might be the same outcome of kids not around, but I mean, it's other things that go into it. So we're gonna visit this topic probably 100 times within the next 20 years of this podcast. So trust me, we're gonna go over this again, man, because I feel very deep about it. You know what I mean? Like I say, it can happen to me any day, God forbid, and I know people who's happened to my cousin. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I can't even honestly tell you. If I name them all, I can name probably 10 people right now. Just 10 quick ones that I know people that took their kid to another place, whether it's with the mother or whether it wasn't with the mother or none of that, man. When I was with my wife and her son, who I guess you say I was raising at the time, even when we talked about it and all that, I still wasn't with it, because I'm one of them dudes, no matter what woman I'm with, if she has kids, I do my best to try to think and help out the father, even though, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing to do with him, because I know I could be in anybody else's situation, no matter if I'm with a woman. So before I put an input of uprooting somebody else's kid and doing whatever I want with somebody else's kid in the house, I got to think about what about when my kid is in another house with somebody else. And that dude, so I'm like, yeah, let's move here and let's do this and let's take him here and do this with him and let him do this and let him do that. I'm be mad as hell because I want full control over my kids and what they do. I have that type of overprotectiveness. So when I was living in the house with, at the time, I did my best to try to run the family the best as possible, outside of the issues with me and my kid's mother. She one of the women that can't relinquish for a man to leave when he rightfully deserves it. But I never said anything towards like the father in that way. She asked me, should she go on child support? I told her no. When she would ask me, oh, you think he should go towards his father's house? I say yes. Think he should go to town with his father's family? I say yes. And mad times I always had to tell her, like, why do you think I have the right? I don't care how much we together, how much I take care of everything. I don't care if his father don't pay for nothing in the world. I'm not saying that was the case, but just hypothetically. And is it my right to still have more say-so over this man's child than he does? Unless he's really like a dude that's just has a child in problems and neglectful and harmful and drugs, then that's different. But I bought the kid everything. I'm one of them dudes, if I was ever with a woman again who had kids, which I don't think so, but if it was to happen, it's not my place. Even if I do all the father, I do that because I'm trying to do that for the kid. The kid might just need and deserve that like any kid would need. But I'm never gonna tell no woman, no, the kid can't go as far with none of this. Oh no, I put him on. To me, fellas out there, whoever know, that's sucker stuff. You understand? We're not condoning that, man. We're not condoning women to take down other men just because I'm on the other end of it, man. Because you gotta think you'll be on that side faster than you freaking know it, and that ain't the progression of the progression of men. Like, nah, bro, I want men to flourish. So I'll be damned if I'm going to have her take down no man. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go call this and set him up and do this. No, you not. Not with being in a relationship with me. I don't give a damn if we married and who I was married to. I'm not doing that. I'm not helping you destroy no man. Whatever he do, he don't do. If he ain't bothering you physically or threatening you or disrespecting none of that, we ain't got no issues, bro. Whatever he do or don't do for his child, it's not my space. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, that was just this another episode we wanted to get down. Once again, it's my boy C-Town.
Yep.
I'm Papa Stretch, and we signing out. This is another episode of Dad Chat TV, man. Just talking about fathers and women taking their kids. Excuse me for a second, baby. Y'all see me, I'm doing my dad thing in the mix of it. Please love me for it. So, we're going to sign out here. We'll come back another time. You know what I'm saying? I got to attend to some things. And we were just getting this little dialogue out, man. I just want y'all to hear it and hopefully be able to help somebody. You know what I mean? With some of the things I spoke on in a short time. So, Dad Chat TV. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm Papa Stretch. Show me some love, man. Southside Jamaica, Queens. New York for president.